He took my hand, he was holding my hand, he was rubbing my hand, and placed my hand on his private part. Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, kindly hit that subscribe button. My name is Farida Aliyu. I'm a Lagos-based YouTuber, and this video is about to be sad. Guys, I am here with my tissue paper because I feel like at some point I'm going to tear up because all the messages I've gotten so far, I feel is even too much for me to handle. I feel like it's too much for me to bear. Like, honestly, people are going through so much. People have been through so much. It has become very unfortunate that we live in a society where we have to be afraid to walk at night, afraid to even speak out. It is so unfortunate that we have to live in fear, not just fear of men, even fear of women. Now, this is not about women against men or men against women. It is about men and women against rapists, pedophiles, and those that sexually harass kids and even adults. There are so many things that are happening right now in the society, and I was like, I have a story too. I have been molested as a kid. Why don't I share my story? But then my nice friends had to share theirs too, just for someone out there to learn, and just to give you more insight and more information of the things that are happening around. So guys, I'm just going to go straight ahead to share some of the messages I got. Mind you, they are all anonymous messages. I don't know who exactly sent them, but yes, they are within the range of my friends. So I'm going to share them with you guys, and you're going to just put yourself in their shoes and imagine what these people have been through and come out with a smiley face. Let me get right into this video. I don't want to be very emotional, guys, but let's go. So guys, I'm going to dive into the messages I got from my friends, the anonymous messages I got. I'm going to share everything with you guys. First message I got from this person. The person said that when I was in primary 4, my older cousin and his friends used to live with us. I was 8, and he would touch me every night, every damn night. He was about 26 to 25. At that time, that thing still fucks with me till date. I don't know how to control my sexual attraction. Like, sometimes when you see some people behaving the way they behave, don't just judge them because they've been through a lot. I'm not like, okay, saying what they are doing is right, but it's actually very hard for some people to change, like when they are already used to something, or that when like they already have that mentality or they feel that it is right. It's actually very hard for them to like change. That way they need counseling. So now the next one says that sometimes I want to blame my parents for the pain I went through as a child, but they have no idea till date. My grandmother's houseboy would take me to the toilet when everyone was out and finger me and threaten me if I told anyone. Honestly, like this, I don't even know where to start from. Like, house boy, why the hell will you want to destroy someone's life like that? Because I always put myself in these people's shoes. It can happen to my sis, it can happen to anyone. Like, why the hell will you want to destroy someone's life like that? Why the hell? My advice to you, if you're watching this video, always tell your younger ones to learn to speak out, no matter how bad it is. Always learn to tell someone. They threaten you or they don't threaten you, always tell someone. Okay, don't just grow up with such pain, then you turn out to be something else. Please learn to speak out. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is this one. She said, I think I was 5. The memory is quite blurry, but the few details we had: a house help, much older than me, early 20s. Whenever older ones were not around, she would be experimenting on my penis, even asking me to put it in her vagina. Oh my goodness. She usually asks me to use my hands to rub her vagina. Are you guys hearing what I'm reading? And I was always fascinated on how it was watery. It was all very confusing. I was a kid and I had no idea what was going on. Alhamdulillah, it didn't do any damage on me. Parents are not to be blamed. So this is a guy. I'm very happy that a guy actually put out his own story, and it shouldn't be as if no girls are the only victims here. Guys too are victims too, and it's very sad that a young boy at that age has been through this experience. Very happy that he said that it didn't affect him as he is now, which is actually very good. That a human being can do this kind of thing for your own sexual pleasure. Why must you go to a 5-year-old boy? What do you have to gain? What does he have to give you? How on earth will he make you okay? Like, must you be a pedophile? Like, I don't understand. Like, now moving on to the next story I have for you guys. Here it goes. I almost got raped by my own father countless times, but he never penetrated. This I can't even tell my mom. He'll press his dick against me. He'll keep on doing like that till he comes. It took me long before I could this virgin because I do see my dad's face on men. I almost got raped by my neighbor one time when I went home on holiday, but I fought so hard. Thank God someone came to knock. My dad did that with me too, 5 to 6 times while growing up, but I thank God he didn't succeed. I'm just very weak. Your dad. Why will anyone's dad, why will a man, a father, why will he ever wants to molest his own child? Why? Like, if your wife is not enough for you, get another wife. It is better than incest. Oh my goodness, your own child. How do you want to make heaven? Like, do you guys even think of making heaven at all? Like, sorry I'm ranting guys, but then it is so hurtful that someone's dad would molest her like this. Like, can't you hold yourself? Don't you? Oh my goodness. I'm so happy your neighbor didn't get his way, and I'm also happy that your father didn't get to penetrate and rape you. But it's also very sad, and just because he didn't rape doesn't mean he's a nice or a saint. He molested, and that's very wrong. And please, if you're watching this video, can you please speak out about it? Can you please tell someone that will take action about it? Because keeping quiet is just damaging you more. Like, please, we should learn to speak out. I wish I spoke out when I was younger, but now that I'm old, I'll always advise people to always speak out. They threaten you or not, always try to speak out. Okay, moving on. So this one said, I cannot remember the exact age, but I was in nursery school then. I got raped by my uncle. Wow. My mom's brother who was living with us. I couldn't even tell my mom. It turned to a normal thing for both of us. Like, I became addicted to it. Even when he left our place, I would still call him to come when there was no one at home. There was a day my brother caught us. Told my mom about it, but she didn't do anything. Instead, she beat me up. That didn't end it. I started having sexual urge often, I mean every day. I have 3 younger brothers. I started forcing them to touch me and all. I will even be begging. God. Guys, when I thought that all these messages were like too heavy for me to take in, I didn't lie about it. Like, what has she turned into? What has this uncle turned her into? He raped her. It became normal. Now she's taking it to the brothers. Now what will the brothers take to society? The brothers might see it as normal and start doing it on other girls, and it becomes a mad circle. Like, you can't even trust your relative. You can't even trust your uncle, your auntie. You can't trust anyone. Like, we just have to continue living in fear every day of our life. That's why we have to speak up. And it's even very annoying that this particular mom beat her up after speaking about it. Like, instead of you to go and meet your brother and harass your brother and talk to him or arrest him, you are beating your daughter. Why? Does that even make sense? Will your small daughter go and rape your uncle? Don't you realize that your brother is at fault because he's the adult? But no, you have to take it out on your own child. What does that even prove? What kind of mother is that? Like, what you caught your own child having sex with your own brother, and you couldn't go and harass your brother? You only beat up your child. Why? Most parents that I've learned and I've heard tend to beat the child. Like, African parents, I'm sorry, but you guys have failed in your parenting. Like, you tend to beat the child and leave your own brother to go. Like, don't you realize that you've ruined your child's life forever? And if anything like that happens again, they won't be able to share with you anymore. Like, anymore. Guys, another story. When we packed and got to Idera, I thought I was free till our single neighbor started his own too. He will call me when my mom is out and play porn. I watched my first porn with him. He would ask me to remove my pants and sit with my legs apart. He will rub himself while staring at my pussy and watching the video till he comes. At times, he does it when my mom is around. He will call me to send me a message like, sweep his room. If I refuse, it's beating from my mom that I want to start disrespecting my elders. He sucks me once in a while too, but never penetrated till he left. I was addicted when he left, so I would call a neighbor's son inside and tell him to lick me till I got to 14 years and read about abuse and molestation. I cried real hard, but there was nothing I could do. After every still, I got raped by my boyfriend. Wow. My first boyfriend raped me. I feel I'm healed, sha. But anytime something like this pops up, it sends a signal to my brain and everything starts replaying again. Till now, I don't even know where my neighbor's son is, but I pray he forgives me. It's not me, and I pray he doesn't in turn abuse other girls. Wow, this story is actually very long and intense and sad. Your neighbor, your big for nothing neighbor. Your neighbor ruined your life, now you are ruining your neighbor's son's life, and him too, he can't ruin someone else's life. Guys, nobody is born a rapist. That's just the truth. Nobody is born a rapist. They learn it, experience, and they learn it. If you don't train your sons, they will always turn out to be like that. Now imagine if the neighbor was a well-informed and well-mannered man. He wouldn't have ruined that girl's life. She wouldn't have ruined her neighbor's son's life. Do you get? Or no, he chose to be a pedophile, chose to ruin someone else's life, to mess with her brain. Now she's addicted to it, obviously, and she has ruined someone else's son's life, which will in turn go and ruin someone else's daughter's life. Like that. Guys, it might not be your business, or it might not affect you in any way, but please always advise your younger ones to always speak out, and please try to be a better adult. Learn to control your sexual urge. Learn to control your sexual urge. I cannot emphasize this enough. I just feel like the government should make the death sentence straight up for any rapist. They should just die by hanging, because it is very, very painful for you to ruin a girl's life in just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and that's it. Guys, so having said all this, talking about other people's story and sharing it with you all, let me now tell you guys about my own story. I'm not coming out as an anonymous person. This is my story, and I'm not ashamed to say it because I know that someone can learn from my own story. Okay, so guys, I've actually been sexually harassed and molested 4 good times in my entire life. So now the first one started when I was very young. This was my relative by blood. He always used to kiss me, and it was very weird.